America, 1962.
Elvis Presley, here he is.
Land of the free. Home of the brave.
Godspeed, John Glenn.
The greatest country on earth. Or was it? Because in 1962 America, your place, where you lived, where you rode, and where you studied was determined by the color of your skin. Was this America 50 years ago or 500? Today, a monument stands on the campus of Florida State University. It is a monument dedicated to the men and women who led the way, who broke the color barrier, who overcame hatred and oppression to help make our Florida State University the culturally rich, racially diverse institution of higher education that it is today. Courage, perseverance, intestinal fortitude, call it what you will. This is their story.
The integration statue at Florida State University depicts three figures, each representing a unique component of university life. The first is a solitary student, an American history book in his hand. This figure represents the university's academic integration. It represents Maxwell Courtney.
I would say Maxwell was easygoing fellow, and he would do anything in the world for you. He was a good guy. He just was a good guy.
Maxwell Courtney graduated from Tallahassee's Lincoln High School in 1962, just a few blocks away from the Florida State campus. Florida State University. It was this campus Courtney chose to attend. In doing so, Maxwell Courtney became the first Black undergraduate student to attend and 3 years later graduate from Florida State University.
I really wasn't surprised because Maxwell really could have enrolled at any university because of his academics and being very smart.
They always said that you can put your mind to do anything that you want to do. And Maxwell wasn't afraid to meet a challenge in that way. And so I don't think he looked at the fact that it's a black and a white situation. He looked at the fact that he was going to get an education.
Tragically, Maxwell Courtney died in 1975. Today, the Black Alumni Association remembers Courtney as follows. He made a choice to put himself at risk so that those who came after him could attend this university free from discrimination and racial intolerance.
So it seems that social change first occurs on the athletic field, and then it sort of, spreads into the rest of the population.
The second figure of Florida State University's integration statue depicts a baseball player. This is two-time graduate Fred Flowers, the first African American to wear a Florida State athletics uniform. This figure represents all who integrated Florida State's athletics programs.
During the 60s, that was a time of great social upheaval, sort of like a volcanic eruption of social change. We had the war in Vietnam. We had killings in Vietnam, but also killings in the streets of America. We had the murders of Martin Luther King, John Kennedy, Jack Kennedy, Malcolm X, and on and on. So this was a change of a period of great social upheaval. I came to FSU to get a good education primarily, but I was also a ball player. And I came to FSU to play baseball. That was part of why I came.
We had grown to a point that young people, black and white, were saying, we've got to do this differently.
Social integration, what was the final, but perhaps the most important component of the university's integration, is represented by the third figure, a woman wearing the headdress of Florida State University's homecoming queens of the early 1970s. This figure depicts Dobby Lee Flowers, younger sister of Fred Flowers, the first African-American woman to be crowned homecoming queen at Florida State University.
It wasn't about a beauty contest or anything like that. It was about one more institution, which was a social institution, that we felt we had to break the barrier for. Even though I was committed to the change process, I understand that I was just a representative of a struggle in this country to break down barriers that separated people by race and our beliefs. And I think we've come a long way. And we still have some progress, but we've come a long way since I was a girl.
The legacy that the first Black students began here in 1962 is one that definitely creates a sense of community and a sense of diversity on our campus here today. And I think that without their brave acts, it wouldn't be possible for me to be here today or for me to even enjoy the cultural diversity that we have on campus today.
I think these individuals are very significant in my life as a student. I came here as a first-generation student, so the first from my family to attend a major university, and just to know that these three individuals kind of laid the foundation as forefathers of diversity at our school is definitely a huge role in my development as a student here at Florida State.
Three figures representing three elements of Florida State University's total integration. Three courageous individuals representing the many who led the way for all those who follow. Three figures standing for freedom, learning, and tolerance. Three figures who stand for all those who attend Florida State University, past, present, and future.